Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of Subsistence. So, you might be thinking, did I miss an episode or two? No, you didn't miss anything. I did some work in between episodes and it led me down here. I did some looting and some wood chopping and things along that line, and it just led me down here. So, I decided to stay overnight. I'm going to try to head out today and get back home because I want to do a bit more work in that area. I just came down this way really looking for obsidian, and that's what we're going to do today. We're going to try to find some on the way home, and hopefully, we have some better luck with that. I'm just going to extinguish this and leave the ash here because I do want to bring a couple of plant beds down here at some point and leave them because we don't need to be down here stressing about fruits and veggies like we are at the moment because there are none down here. We don't have any carbs or anything like that at the moment, and we're pretty low on that, and we do need them pretty desperately. Maybe that's one over there. It's still very, very dark, very early in the morning. It's been raining throughout the night, and that's part of the reason why it's so yucky underneath the water at the moment. But I do want to try to grab some kelp at least. There's a bear over there, so we have to be very, very careful. If they get in the water with us, they will absolutely destroy us. There's just no way we can defeat a bear on land, much less in the water. They are just super, super quick. They can swim very well. All of those things that we cannot do properly, they can do excellently. Let's just grab this and eat that, and then we're gonna eat. We'll hold off maybe on the other piece of fish, but we'll eat one of those definitely. Okay, so I want to hit up the obsidian area again today because we need it. And I want to make sure that we try to find at least enough to build a couple of solar panels because I want to try to get a mineral extractor going over, or a mining drill, sorry, in this game. A mining drill going over in the lithium area. I was able to get a couple pieces of lithium yesterday, or yesterday in game. I was able to do that. So we do have a little bit of lithium back at the base. Nothing too crazy now. Don't go, looking for 15 or 20 pieces of lithium because it's not there. Oh dear. Oh dear, we have everything chasing us and this is not good. There's a cougar on the loose and it's behind us. That's not great at all. We also have a bear that's chasing us, or was chasing us. That is also not great at all. But I do think, guys, that I'm going to be moving my little outpost area right up here. I know it's cold, very cold at the moment, but I do think I'm going to be moving it up here because we can at some point bring an obsidian mining drill down here and it will have an excellent chance at getting some obsidian for us. We are cold and our health is declining. Not great at all, but it is what it is. I do have a pickaxe on me, and we are searching for obsidian. And I know that I've been told we don't have to go like way up in the snow line. It doesn't really matter. It's just an area that it's in. It can be on the rocks below us as well. I also had someone tell me, you know something, girl? You probably should be checking out the lithium area on the map a bit closer because I think it's much bigger than you think it is. And they were 100% correct. I thought it was just the tiny little area before you get to the stream. And fortunately, that's not the case. So it's like half of the burnt forest type area. Half of that as well. So that's lovely. So that means that there's more area for us to check for lithium as well as a ton of room down here for obsidian because it's not necessarily just the rocks that are above us, like in the snow. At least it's trying to warm up a bit more today. So maybe we won't be so cold here looking for obsidian. But I'm not seeing any. Are you obsidian? Nope, you're just a weed. Okay, so let me just double check the map. Make sure that we are still in the obsidian area. As you guys see, it's way up in here and all along the snow line over here as well. So we have quite a bit of area here to check. I would like to get up in this a bit further and check more of the rocks. Unfortunately, it's cold, and cold means we lose health. And losing health is not great for us at the moment because we have a long way to go to get home. And I really want to make sure that we're looting properly, looking for obsidian and grabbing some of that. But I don't want to be dead from frostbite in the process. So it is an ordeal to properly manage the cold as well as our health. I think there's another cougar just over here as well. Like, I don't see any obsidian on these stones either. Maybe it just hasn't spawned in yet, because even though I was doing some work yesterday in game, it has been a day or two since I have actually been in the game. So I just kind of loaded it up, waited throughout the night to make sure that, you know, we started when it got daylight. I don't like to start a series or an episode in the dark, specifically because it is so dark on the recordings that it just doesn't look great. And I don't like recording content that is just so dark that you can't really see what's going on. Just isn't pleasing. Nobody wants to watch a dark screen, or a black screen for that matter. Okay, so we're freezing our tail off. Probably need to be a little bit quicker searching over here for obsidian or getting this crate, because, you know, crates are lovely. They tend to have loot inside, and we need loot, especially bandages. I do think I left a couple bandages at the base. I'm not 100% sure on that. I do think we put the fire out in the stove. I'll have to double check when I go to edit this video just to make sure we did put that out. But if not, it'll be, you know, without any fuel, and we'll just bring some stuff down with us when we come. That's not too bad. But yeah, this is a moderate chance for obsidian, but I have not found a single piece of obsidian over here. That's okay, guys. It really is. We will manage. We'll make do. I really want to get up on this rock and check it as well. So let's go around the long way. Okay, just snow up here. Nothing great. Just some snow. Again, obsidian is up in the snowy portion, or along the snowy area. It's not necessarily in the snow. It can be on these stone down here as well, especially the ones that are down in the warmer climate. It can be on these as well. There's an ore up here. I think that's potassium, and if it is, it's not that big of a deal that we grab it, but if we can potentially get to it, I do want to just grab it anyway. It is potassium, not that big of a deal. Lovely to have it though for when we do need it, and it also is great for fertilizer. So there's that. I think obsidian, it can be down here as well. It can be. Maybe I need to go back over this direction and search a bit further. So if you notice, and I don't know if I've even like had this screen open yet, if you notice up here, September rutting season has started, and if you know anything about animals during the rut, then you know that they become a little bit more aggressive, and that is also the case here in game as well. So the moose and things become more aggressive. They will charge you if you get too close instead of running away like they normally do. I don't know about the boars, but I know that the moose is the biggest difference. Sometimes the pigs, they just charge you just because. I see the cougar down there. This is cougar number 2, I think. When you're leaving the outpost. Maybe number 3. I'm not sure. I know there's lots of cougars on this side of the map. More so than the other side, which is great because I don't really mind them being down here, because we are not down here a lot, and that's okay also. I'll grab you for sure. Since we've been in the cold weather, guys, our protein and our carbs and our water is declining much, much quicker than it would if we were just, wandering around in perfect weather conditions. If I break a leg there, I'm going to die to that cougar because it's naturally just going to come over and eat my leg off that's broken. And then I'm just going to be struggling because it probably wouldn't stop there. Considering we've been out running around, we're starving nearly at the moment. Yeah, definitely probably just wouldn't stop at my leg. I'm going to try to see if there's any nice ores on this stone as well. Although I don't expect to find a ton over here now that we've already nearly left that area. But finding some would still be better than nothing. We did find 3, 4. That's lovely. So it's not always and necessarily about lithium, although that seems to have been the running theme for us. It can be about obsidian as well, because we have not been making a great effort to grab that when we've seen it. But we really haven't seen a ton of it, honestly. But we do try to grab it when we do see it. So I would like to bring an obsidian extractor or mining drill down here in this area. I did craft BCU. I didn't place it because I wanted to focus more on the lithium first, because this is easier to grab because there's so many more places on the map where it is. It's just a lot more accessible than the lithium. So definitely want to focus more on the lithium first rather than the obsidian, although they're both equally as important. It just seems like we can find more of the other, or of this than the other. And I don't know if that's the case for everyone, but it's definitely been the case in this playthrough. Just because there is no other, there's only the one location for lithium. It's a large area now that I've had a chance to, look at it, and I've been called out on it, and it's been brought to my attention. It's definitely a large area, bigger than I even originally thought. But there's just not a ton of it that spawns in. I probably should build a little outpost type thing in that area, just because it's a pretty long swim across the lake, and it does take a big portion of the day to get there. It would be okay if I could just build a little outpost in that area. There's a high chance of obsidian in this area. This would even be a better location for us. The other one was just a moderate chance. But I think even with the mining drill going, it doesn't really matter. It's just, those are the odds of you finding it. I think the mining drill would still be available there on the options for drilling. Okay, lovely. I really wish things were a bit cheaper in the game. I know that Cold Games has decreased the amount of things for building most items, but I wish things were a bit cheaper, like solar panels and things like that. I get it. It's in-game stuff, and that prevents people from just building a million solar panels, never having to run anything for power or anything along those lines. I get the reason why it's so expensive. I just wish that that stuff would increase with difficulty, because we're playing on easy difficulty. I really wish things were cheaper for the people that choose to play on easy difficulty. Especially when you're recording for content and stuff, it gets a bit long-winded and drawn out to record, especially this type of game. That's why there's not a lot of content creators that do this game for very long. Simply because it does take forever to, get enough content to even record one episode of this game. And not everyone has days and days. I mean, if this is your job, then I kind of understand it, because you're playing for 8-10 hours a day. But people like me that don't do this as a career, and don't do this for a living, and don't attempt to make a ton of cash doing this type of stuff, I don't have the ability to play for 8 to 10 hours a day every single day. The days that I do have the ability to play something, I really like playing something that I'm not recording. Like, I like playing a game just for me to have fun with. I did see another cougar down there. That's why I didn't go further down. We should be, if we are not, we should definitely be in the lithium area very, very soon. Yes, it does start super, super quickly on the map. A lot quicker than I expected it to. We're getting pretty close. We're not there yet. It's just down here. But as you see, it like encompasses all of this area of the, what I call this like the burnt forest type thing. I don't know if that's the actual term for it. Let me just, no, this is not the actual term. I may be in the wrong area, guys. Let me have a little look here. Okay, so we are in the right area. This is more of like what I call the burnt forest type area because it's smoky in there most of the time. Still looking and searching for obsidian, guys. I don't expect to find much over here. I don't even know if this is an area where obsidian would be, but apparently it is. So we really wouldn't even have to go that far to get obsidian. So there's no real point in me moving my outpost because I could just do like a tiny little area up here and have lithium on one side of my outpost and obsidian on the other. That would make sense, wouldn't it? Let's see if that's a possibility. So like if we built something here, like right in this corner, we could do obsidian on one side, yeah, and lithium on the other side of the little outpost. And I think a single VCU would work for that. That would be lovely. It would take a bit more work to be able to run both of those, the mining drill for obsidian and the mining drill for lithium, but it's very doable. It really is. So that might be something that we do for us simply because it would make sense. It would definitely make sense to do that. Okay, so there's a crate just over here I'm going to grab. Definitely want the loot today. So we've definitely found some obsidian today, and we found more of that, of course, than we have lithium anytime at all, ever. Obsidian, we're at 23 pieces. We're doing great. Let's have a little drink of water or 2 drinks of water. We'll refill it just here because we are here. And we'll take that home and get it cooking. There's no real threat for water at the moment. I'm glad it stopped raining for a bit. That's nice as well. Okay, so let's check the map and make sure. Okay, so our first stone for lithium is like right over here. We'll definitely have a little look-see and see if we can find any good ores. So the first stone for lithium, guys, is this rock here, I think. I think on the map, that's what I did see, was that this was the first location that we could potentially find some lithium. Okay, I don't really want to deal with that. So everything from this section all the way over to near the fortress base. I know there's a way to get up here. I've been up there several times, but I think it's probably down here. Somewhere down here anyway. And there's probably not going to be anything up there of any value to us. I know that this wolf is around, and I really, really, really want up there. I wonder if I could lead it away. Okay, it's not paying any attention to me, but there's some lithium over here that I want. Very, very lovely. Not a bad find at all. I know. I'm leaving. You can have it. It's your rock now. Thought we could get up maybe over here. I know that there's some climbers that you can use, but there's no point in having those if we don't necessarily need them. I know that there's a way to get on top of most of the rocks in this game. Okay, so there's nothing else up here. We've seen lock crates spawn up here before. I hear that wolf. I think he's trying to chase us because we were on top of the rock. I could hear his footsteps. But I think he kind of got stuck. And that's okay for us. I don't mind. So we have found 4 pieces of lithium already. Is this another piece over here? If it is, we've definitely been sleeping on this area. Oh, wow, guys. It is another piece. We've definitely been sleeping on this area. I did not know this was even a possibility over here. And when we find out that it is, it's great. I don't want you to be chasing me, so just go away. Nobody cares. Shush, bear. We don't need you with all that noise. Is there more over here? No. There's a crate just here. So I'm going to hang on to the rest of my pickaxe just for lithium, guys. I'm not going to grab any other extra ores. I don't think that this is the lithium area. But it might be. I just don't want to, you know, make people annoyed with me checking the map too frequently. Because I have no idea where I'm actually at on the map. I mean, I know where I am. This is what I call the burnt forest with these trees because it's always so smoky and foggy in here. Okay, there's a crate just here. Lovely. I love this part of the map up here. It's always so abundantly supplied with loot. I feel like it's easier to get loot up here on this side of the map than the other side. And we've lived on the other side of the map, but I feel like this side is just much, much better for looting. Okay, that bear's over there. Let's get up here and check to see if there's any lithium or obsidian either. I'm not even sure what's up here, but there could be either one of those ores potentially up here. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Lots and lots of surface area for ores to spawn. A couple have spawned, but it's neither of the 2 that I need. At the moment, I will definitely need them at some point, but not right now. This 6-log tree would be nice to have for the wood and the worm because we need the worms for fishing. And we are doing some fishing at the outpost as well as at our base also for meat. We're going to have to attack the fortress base, not the fortress base, sorry, the Bravo base pretty soon to make sure that we have the weapons parts that we need to try to get the recurve bow, guys. We desperately need that. I would love to have a good recurve bow. Just saying. There's a crate up there. Let's head up there and grab it. If there's no animals up there chasing us away. Just see what's up here. You are not an ore that I need, although you're a great ore. Just grab that. Check the map again, guys. So we're in a lithium area. And then the obsidian is just across here. So we could potentially build like right here on this rock and have our BCU cover like down in the water and up here as well. And I think that it would be good for getting both types of ores. There's quite literally nothing up here at all. Maybe a crate or 2, but nothing too crazy to worry about right now. Okay, I just want to get back down here to the ores on these stone potentially and just make sure that they're not what we need. Okay, guys. I do want to just kind of thank you all for your support that we've been having on the channel recently. Very excited about that. We're doing great. We have 1,300 subscribers, which is, you know, it is great. It could be better, but That's partially my fault because I have not been putting out content every day like I was in the past. And I really do hope to re um I really hope to start doing that again. Not restart doing that, but to start doing it again. I really hope to start that again very soon. Maybe with, I don't know, a couple of live streams maybe would be nice. Maybe once a week, or definitely start once a week on live streams and then maybe do twice a week, and then, record videos for the other times that we could potentially put out some content. But very excited about it. Hopefully when we get moved, guys, we'll have the ability to, I'll have an office space set up, and hopefully we'll start being able to do that pretty soon. Okay, I feel like we're in the wrong location of the map, because we are. We are definitely not going this direction this late in the day. As you can see, guys, we're like nearly 1,000 meters away from our home, or a kilometer. I don't know, guys. I'm from the United States. I know miles and feet and all of that. I don't know kilometers and meters and that kind of stuff. So we're almost 1,000 miles away from home, or so it seems. But either way, yeah, definitely gonna try to head home. I don't see. This is a weird shaped rock. I like that. I feel like that should be in the game more often, in more places. But I do feel like we'll start doing better with the channel when I get moved and get my own space to record and all that kind of stuff. So I can record and edit things during during different times. But I am going to try to get home. I really am. It's getting late. The sun is setting, so I'm trying to run straight home. Although getting some more lithium would be top priority right now and would be lovely. I don't think that's going to happen for us unless we just absolutely just see it out of nowhere. Like run on top of it literally, because it's getting so dark that I am just trying to head home. We are getting pretty hungry as well. That's why our stamina took a nosedive. I'm just trying to get down to the lake so that I can swim home. Put the loot away. I did butcher the chicken. Someone mentioned, why didn't I just butcher them? Sometimes, guys, I really just didn't have the time to do that. So I just shoved everything in there and logged out of the game so that I wouldn't have to worry about doing it as soon as I logged back in. And I know that they stack better if you butcher them. I know you get feathers from them. I get it. I just didn't have the time that day. So hopefully that won't happen again. The reason the chicken died or turned green in there was because someone mentioned that it starved to death, because I did put it in there while it was alive and it just died. So my thinking is, if you put a chicken in the refrigerator while it's alive, when it dies, it still shouldn't turn bad. But I know it's just a game, and that's kind of, I don't know, just part of the game, I guess. But being in the refrigerator, I thought it would last longer than that. But either way, guys, there's the eagle. That's lovely to see that. Very, very nice. Very cool. Love seeing that. I love the wildlife in the game. I wish there were actual fish in the water, so when you were diving looking for pearls, you could see like the outline, or some fish that weren't like blocks, if that makes sense. Like you wouldn't run into the fish, they wouldn't bite you or anything like that, but just seeing them under the water would be lovely. But anyway, guys, I am just going to run straight home. I'm going to throw all the loot in the proper location, and we're going to pick this up tomorrow, hopefully. I want to thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I really do appreciate all of your support on this channel and on this series as well. I hope you enjoyed this episode. I hope you're looking forward to future episodes, and I can't wait to catch you guys in the next one. Until then, have yourselves a wonderful, wonderful day.